Right, so now we're going to do pitching. Pitching is probably some, I know short games are important, but pitching's massive.
Yep, you can have a lot of ones, you miss the green.
I think there's nothing more annoying, and I think a lot of people agree, when you hit a drive, short par 4, you've got 80 yards in, you think, oh my God, this is amazing. And then you get your club out, and you're kind of, not guessing, but I think a handicap of like 12 to 20 will literally just think, right, this is like a 3/4 56 maybe. And
Yeah.
but this is probably the most important part for me to be dialed in. Because your fairways are pretty big. You can get it on the fairway. You can hit a second shot into a par 5. You're left with 60 yards. You do not want to be missing that green, do you?
No.
You want to be hitting the green from there. Right, so what did we say it was?
So here we've got 75, but we're playing 80. We've got a little bit of breeze, so it's an
I
85.
think it's a back at, if I remember rightly, I need this laminated from a bloody bag.
Yeah. I've got here 48.
48 parallel back foot.
I've got 48 3/4.
All right, okay, I was wrong.
Back foot.
Right, so gloves off.
Perfectly, just pitch pass. I'd say
Yeah,
probably landed at 78 yards. To be
That
precise.
could be that might be my aim. That.
And then yeah, then move slightly right. So again, when you move the ball back in your stance, remember that's going to start right. So we do have to adjust by probably aiming here on the left edge of the green, and it will start straight. It might have a slight bit of fade. So right there, we've adjusted the alignment.
Oh,
That green's definitely a lot
lesson
harder.
over.
So pitch perfect, pin high.
And that didn't feel hard at all for me. That wasn't like, there was not a lot of stress involved in that.
No, nice and smooth tempo. You just go, okay, I know I need to go back to here, turn through to the same on the way through, and that's giving us the distance. What we see from a lot of people, and again in the winter, they try and slow down when they're playing a 3/4 shot. It's more guided, and what they do is catch it heavy, it goes 20 yards in front.
Yeah, because you're thinking in your head 3/4, I won't hit it. I hate when I hear people say, I'm going to go an easy pitching wedge. Like, I can't do that. I've got to go to a certain place and then hit it.
Yeah.
Some people, my mates, will be like, oh, I'm just going to go like a soft 9. And I'm like, well, you're just going to, in the end up fatting it, because a soft 9 would be like how do you hit a soft 9?
It bottoms out too early, and that's the thing. It's people explain it in the right way. We're not going. It's not easy. We're not trying to say it's a smooth. We're trying to keep the same tempo, just of what a 3/4 swing would give us. The club travels less, so it won't have as much speed generated.
Might start playing trainers more often.
I'm going to say so far.
Bit longer, but it's the middle of the green.
A little bit longer.
In fact, it's only about 20 foot off.
It's 20 foot, if that.
Yeah, 2
so
put.
From there, again, everyone's hard on themselves, so a bit long, but that's inside tour average. Again, what we just read out, that would be 25% of tour players are hitting it there, 75% are outside of that. So
I've hit 3 shots, and you can see them. I'm going to maybe see if I can, I don't know if I can zoom in, but here we go. You can see there is 3 balls on the green, and that is the 3 shots. So really happy with that. Right, let's go back. What's the back flag?
back one is 90 yards.
So that, I think, if I remember rightly, if you check them notes, is actually a pitching wedge.
Yeah.
A pitching wedge, same as that. And then when I got to 100 yards, that was more, I opened my feet a little bit wider.
Wider stance, yeah.
And what? And I went
It was 100 and 110. So
oh, so this is 90. So yeah, but it's in the wind.
This is into, so it's probably playing 100. So we're going to go slightly wider, ever so slightly, not much, maybe a ball wider.
So this is a pitching wedge, everyone.
And we're going to make the same motion as we just had.
So you want me to go 3/4?
Yeah.
I thought that's not 110.
We'll see on this one. Again, if we go wider, it'll go longer, but we're not going too wide. Alignment's good. Super flight, fading in. So just long, right on the line. line, but again, that we say just long, the classic line, and that's inside 20 feet, which, as we know, is as good as probably tour average from this.
Yeah, that's a 2, but that could even go in. That doesn't look far from down there.
And that's the thing here, nice and easy. All we've done is change club. We're not trying to hit it harder with your 52.
Yeah, I hit that exactly. I hit that exactly the same as that 48.
And it's nice and easy to repeat. We know a position, and then we know where it's going to go. So let's go one more.
And 100 yards in is one of them ones where I used to, when I was like 18 handicapper, 15 handicapper, my 100-yard shot was a full 56-degree wedge.
Yeah.
And yeah, sometimes it went up in the air and boop, straight on the green, but a lot of times I thinned it, fatted it. This 100-yard shot is a lot easier, put it that way. So this one is going to be, this doesn't even feel like I'm swinging the club to go to there. So if I go to there, that's it, innit?
So parallel.
Parallel, but the follow through to 3/4.
Yeah, a bit of wider stance, yeah?
Right, okay.
So we go more like a normal stance here. Ball position not as far back,
Still open.
still slightly open.
Okay, right. So that's where I'm aiming. So I want to be like here.
Yeah, so not as far back in the stance, go a little bit further forward with the ball, good.
Like yeah.
Yeah.
It's gone this. Did I go more than parallel there?
That would have bounced and gone a little bit further, yeah.
So I've almost gone further by doing it parallel. I think my 100-yard shot, I need to change from that parallel because I've been struggling with that.
Yeah, I think we need to go 3/4, but smoother on the narrower stance.
Smoother.
I mean, that's 100 yards, so don't forget that's 90 to the flag, into the breeze is playing 100, and you've hit it just past. So I think we just go the 3/4 wedge.
As a 100-yard shot.
It's a 100-yard shot, yeah.
Right. So yeah. So that was the easier shot is a bit narrower, still off back foot, isn't it?
Yeah.
And see, that's what I feel like I've been doing. I've been pulling it a bit.
Yeah. The feedback for that, nice and easy. We fell back a little bit there, put it a little bit heavy, and before we didn't get through to that finish, so it was more of a guide. We know those ones before were bang next to each other within 4 inches.
Oh, what a horrible bounce that was.
Concrete.
You see that?
Yeah. So that did land at 100 yards, I would say.
Yeah.
So it's just
Bit thin that.
Yeah, the classic is obviously when we've gone from the previous shots where we just hit them nice and smooth because we know it goes X amount, is on those ones is when we start to either slow down into the ball because we're worried it's going to go too far. So like we said, the one before we slowed down a little bit, we'd catch it heavy. The next one, we've gone back to 3/4, but then we've got closer to a full, so we've actually accelerated through, which doesn't give the club chance to catch up.
So I went too far through it.
Yeah, so a little bit too quick on the way through. I'm going to take that reference from our finish.
I'm still too far through, aren't I? It's not a bad shot though.
No, not bad at all. Again, that will be landing at 95, probably running out to 100. So that's for me is the swing for that. We wouldn't go any further with and
So
down.
if it's 100 and if it's 100 yards and there's no wind and no nothing, am I still playing that shot?
Yeah. That's going to stop. So
110.
if it's not on concrete, it's going to stop. It's going to land. It's going to have spin on it. So that would stop pretty sharpish. So probably land at 100 max or 95 and stop by 100. Again, great strike.
So this is again 100-yard shot, a 3/4 pitching wedge, not a full follow through. So I'll do it with the camera. I'm going to obviously, I'm back foot. I'm going to here, and I'm literally going to there.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of it. That compared with like a full 56-degree wedge is this will go wrong a lot less, wouldn't it?
Exactly. Consistency wise, we're going to hit a lot more greens, we're going to get a better flight, we're going to get better spin control, better trajectory.
Ah, nothing. But then again, it's not a bad thing.
But it's one of those. It's a
Look
good,
at that, it's on the green.
It's a good bad one, it's going to stay on the green, and that's the thing there, because everything's a lot more compact, the start line is going to be fine. Okay, if you slightly miss hit it, that's down to tempo, which is nice and easy, you know you can work on that. But we're going to start it on line, and we're going to hit more greens, and if we had a 56 there, that might have been knife, it would have reached, or it might have bulleted straight across the other side. So we can't finish on that one, so we're going to hit another one.
Yeah, let's go. Right, last one of the day. Perfect shot. Guys, you've got 100 in. Here we go. Not a problem. Oh, to be fair, I've just thinned one. Perfect examples, because we're going to leave them in. A lot of people would delete them. I'm on the green. Both them balls are on the green.
Because
Both
of
them
club,
shots, yeah.
Again, because of the club, because it's the picture, if that was the classic 56 for somebody, or the 60 and they're trying to whack it and they'd fatted it, there is a stream down here, and luckily we've not got one in the stream. So
But they're both on the green, and then you can go and two-putt them and make your par.
we can get on there. It's not a great shot, but we're on the green, which people will go, oh yeah, but I'm miles away. Yeah, but probably for your handicap, in regards to tour average, you're probably going to be, you're on the green, so again, you're very close to the tour average.
Both of them balls have gone there. I think I could, I would be very confident I could two-putt them. Yeah.
That's it. From here, you're designed to have 3 shots. You're not designed from here to get up and down. It's a bonus if you do.
I've pulled it. It's gone big.
Pulled it. But distance-wise,
Why was that?
pretty good. So that's just, again, there where if we get too far left and we close the club face. So there, the club face wasn't pointing at target. It was matching up with the feet. So we just have to watch that.
Oh, right.
When we move it back, don't match the face.
With the feet.
You're putting a good swing, it was a good strike, it was a good fly. You have to make sure that face is set first.
Like that.
There we go. See there, that started on line. Lower fly.
Oh, best to last. Ka-ching!
So, pretty good. So it's just checkpoints. It's making sure with the different positions in pitching, if we move the ball back, we open the stance, but we don't let the club face follow it. It's just matching those things up, and then numbers-wise, it's pretty good. But the bad shots are still on the green, which is
Yeah.
the key when it comes to the season.